Hey YouTube, it's Gunner Run 13 again, and today I'm putting out another video on a blade review, or on a knife review. As I posted a video, I think it was yesterday or day before, I said I had a couple cutting tools I wanted to get some reviews out on. Kind of get you guys my opinion on what I think of these specific blades. And kind of go over the specs and stuff like that. These knives, like the one from the other day, I haven't really got to use them that much, so the review is kind of like a preliminary review, or just kind of going over my initial thoughts until I can get out and try these items out. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. Christmas was a couple days ago. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. We're coming up on New Year's Eve here, and start of a new year, 2012. Hope everybody had a good 2011. Hopefully 2012 will be even better. Hoping that it will be an outstanding year for myself. As far as my channel, I do continue to keep doing YouTube videos throughout 2012. I like to add some different videos to my channel. I'll still do knife, blade, gun reviews, and gun pots, and your basic philosophies for SHTF situations and so on and so forth, like my channel has been. But I'll be adding some other elements to the channel too. Nothing too drastic, but I've got some things planned for the future here, so hope you guys stay tuned to my channel and enjoy my videos. So once again, I hope everybody has a Happy New Year coming up here, so everybody stay safe out there. And we'll go ahead and get into the next knife review here. So we'll go ahead and zoom in here on these particular cutting tool that I'd like to go over. Alright. Basically what I have here that I'd like to go over is, oops, sorry, knocked the tripod off here a little bit. Bear with me, guys. Okay. This knife review that I'd like to go over here is going to be on a cold steel item. This is the Cold Steel Recon 1 folding knife. It's a pretty popular knife. It's been around for a little while. I know it's a big seller for Cold Steel. I know it from the reviews, what I've seen. It is a very well popular, very well made knife. And I've seen it in various videos and other people's reviews and opinions on this blade. As far as Cold Steel is a pretty cool knife maker, knife company. They got some interesting stuff. Not really on the custom, but more on the wide scale made knives. And a lot of their products are made overseas, unfortunately, but nowadays it seems like it's harder and harder to find knives made in the United States. I do prefer my blades and blade steel to be made in the United States, but this is not that particular case here. So this is the Cold Steel Recon 1 tactical folding knife. Okay. Grip. The grip on this thing is made in the G10 scales here, which is becoming pretty popular for a lot of different folding knives, which basically is really hardened plastic. This particular G10 scale is very grippy. One thing I will tell you, it's got a very, very good grip to it. This is a good size, folding knife here. But I'll give you the overall specs and everything in a second here. You open up this knife, and this knife is the Tanto blade version. Tanto without your serrations. And Cold Steel Recon 1, they do have various different models or blade configurations. They do have the Tanto blade and without serrations and also with serrations. They have a clip point model with and without serrations. I have also seen, I don't know if this is in their older version, but there was a spare point. But I don't really see a model for sale anymore, so I'm not quite sure. There is also kind of a similar knife to this in the Cold Steel tactical folding knives, which is the Cold Steel American Lawman, which comes with a drop point. And I'm pretty interested in that knife. I think I'm going to check that out. Big fan of the drop point blade. But as far as a tactical, defensive type of folding knife, the Tanto blade pretty much gets it done there. And obviously this is a defensive-minded type of tactical folding knife right here. I got the without the serrations. You know, I prefer no serrations on my blades, but you know, on some knives I don't mind it. They do serve a purpose. Overall dimensions on this knife is 9 3/8 total length on here with a 4-inch blade. 4-inch blade, weighs 5.3 ounces, and like I said, it's got the G10 scales here, and blade steel is the AUS 8. AUS 8 steel, which is Japanese steel. And like I said, I do prefer my, the American made steels, but I do have other knives that do have the AUS 8A stainless steel. And I do like this steel. It's a pretty decent Japanese steel. Holds a decent edge. You can get a real sharp. It's got a Teflon coated black coating, which I don't think lasts all that long, from what I've seen on previous reviews of this knife. This thing came out pretty sharp, factory. They have revised the Recon 1 from what I've seen, and they've made some changes recently, which is pretty cool to see a knife company take a knife design and actually rework it and improve on some things, and unfortunately some knife companies don't do that. So what I guess they did is they removed the metal liners, for one thing, lightening this knife up a bit, and they made some other improvements to the clip placement, so on and so forth. This can be an ambidextrous knife. I do believe you can remove the thumb screw here and flip it over. Plus it comes with an additional clip to put on this side for left hand carry or left pocket carry. It feels pretty comfortable in the hand, with this G10 grip. Fits the hand pretty good. In a defensive matter, reverse grip feels pretty comfortable. One thing, this is, like I said, this is a pretty new knife. It is real stiff out of the box as far as it's a lockback lock on here, and this thing's pretty tight to release that locking mechanism, but I'm sure that will wear out. Pretty stiff out of the box here, but shouldn't be a problem. Now, I brought my current carrying knife, which I did a review in the past on this Gerber 06 Fast, which is actually a spring assisted. Pretty similar knives, and the reason why I brought that out is just to kind of show you the similarities of these two blades. Both of them do have the G10 scales, spring assisted. Like I said, this one is a manual Tanto blade on both. This one does have the serrations. I've been carrying this for a while. This thing is a little bit smaller of a knife to the Recon 1, as you can see. I made this my EDC knife, which I wanted more defensive purposes for a carrying knife as opposed to a utility type of knife. So I did switch this a while ago. It's a nice blade, and I'll continue to carry it for those purposes. Let's see, you know what? This actually feels a little bit heavier than the Recon one. This is a little bit too long for me to switch to carry in this knife, but I didn't necessarily purchase this for a new carrying knife, so I just wanted to kind of show you the similarities of the two blades right here. I do really like this 06 Fast, and I would love to get one of their automatics. They got many different versions of this type of style blade, but all in all, this Recon 1, I do dig it. I like it. It's a pretty cool knife. I'm going to mess around with this quite a bit. One thing, I want to check out that American Lawman with the drop point though. I like that look of that knife, so I'm probably going to pick this up. I did talk to a few people. One of my subs, one of my buddies, Blackheart7, he does have one of these Recon 1s, similar knife. I think he has the serrations on the Tano, but you know, he told me he really enjoys his knife too, so you know, I'd get people's opinions on stuff. And I'd like to, you know, that's why I put out these videos, so I could let other people know my thoughts on the knife. Like I said, all in all, it's a pretty good feel. Feels like in looks and everything about this knife, I do think will be a good knife. Work out the stiffness in this blade and everything like that. But all in all, it should be a pretty cool blade. Hope I'm not leaving anything out. I do want to show you a little. Real sharp. Razor sharp. Slices right through that like nothing. So, very sharp out of the box. AUS 8A. Pretty good steel. Pretty standard steel nowadays on a lot of blades. But holds a real good edge. You get it razor sharp. So all in all, guys, you know, it's a pretty cool knife. I'm going to mess with this a little bit. I'm going to do a follow-up review on this. Plus that Gerber micarta knife that I did a review on a day or two ago. I'm going to do some follow-up to that thing also as well out in the field a little bit. But all in all, that is the Cold Steel Recon 1. Also sitting over here, I just want to show you this real quick. These are one of these SOG Hawks, Tomahawks, and there's two different versions. You know, there's a larger one and this is a smaller one. And these you can get now at Walmart, 20 bucks. Got this as a little gift from one of my kids, and just want to throw that in there real quick, guys. Only reason why is basically I've been having fun with this thing, taking this thing out and throwing this. I have found that throwing a Hawk can be a little difficult, takes some practice, so I'm going to get it down pretty good, kind of go over that with you. I have a couple other Hawks in mind that I would like to purchase, kind of pick a few more of those up in the future and get a little into throwing these, get that down a little bit. But these are fun to throw around and mess around with. Like I said, they're 20 bucks at Walmart, you know, made by SOG. But you know, I wouldn't pick this thing up for a like a hatchet or anything, camp axe or anything like that. This is not really for that small little 2-inch blade, but it's fun to kind of get out there and throw it around and mess around with a little bit. And you know, you can get pretty good with throwing one of these things. You know, they can be a defensive or a hunting tool for you if you could get pretty good with that. It's got a little hammer. You can use it as a hammer right there. A little spike on one end. Like I said, 20 bucks. They got a larger size. I think it runs pretty much the same price. I'm not sure if they sell that larger one from Walmart or not. But I just wanted to throw that in real quick, guys. But the main purpose of the video was the Recon 1 by Cold Steel. And that's about it, guys. I'll let you know what I think about this knife further. And like I said, I got some more vids planned for the future. Some more cutting tools, firearms, and all that good stuff. So we're going to put that out there, guys. Have a happy, safe New Year. This is Gonna Run 13 YouTube. You guys take it easy. We'll talk to you later.